Okay, we are good to go. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream where we are going to be playing some more Total War Warhammer as the Dwarves. So this is continuing the game that we had going previously. We're definitely in the late, mid, possibly even end game phase of the game now. Hey Anto. And usually this is kind of the time when I'd start dialing things down. We are already absolutely massive compared to most of the other powers. However, the Chaos Invasion has just begun, so that is really going to shake some things up. We're already being attacked down here in the south and have in fact lost of territory down there. And also we're going to have enemies coming in through the north, which is where Chaos actually are. So you can see all these ruins here. That's Chaos doing its thing. These ruins, that's me doing my thing. Those were the vampires who are no longer around. The only other thing that I need to report back on, and it's actually quite a big thing, is the latest update has now taken effect, and that means that the legendary lords, so for Empire, for the Dwarves, for the vampire counts, and for Chaos. No, Chaos were the fifth. Who were the fourth? No. Orcs. Have all had their legendary lords tweaked somewhat. So Thorgrim is now got a couple of new skills, which I'm going to show off now. So if we have a look at the skill tree, you can see that this has changed somewhat. He's gained a couple of things, particularly this ancient bloodline line, and also these grudges in particular. Actually, those are his grudges. Do we still have the technology grudges? Because I could have sworn those were grudges too. Has this changed? I feel like this may have changed. I could have sworn there was a grudge against the Greenskins, the Orcs, and all of that. Recite ancient grudges. Oop. Slayer Oath. No, it's not those. Maybe they were here. Anyway, we now have the grudge. Maybe he did have them from... I remember someone had something to do with grudges there. That's what I'm going to say. So what I have done is given myself a couple more points, because there is no way that I would have ignored this. They are ridiculous. So Ancient Bloodline gives you plus 15 growth in the local province. Public Order in the local province and reduction to Vampiric and Chaos Corruption. I mean, that's decent, but these three are where it really shines. So the Elite Enforcer allows cheaper upkeep for Longbeards and Hammerers, increases the recruit rank for Thanes, and increases the hero capacity for Thanes, and you can actually get 2 levels in that. So you can basically have 2 more Thanes than you would ordinarily have. Fire Support is the same thing, but for Master Engineers, and then Advanced Forging, same thing, but for Runesmiths. Oh, they don't give the extra levels though. That's only the Elite Enforcer. But they are still stupidly powerful. Like, that's ridiculous. And this one gives even more research, so you can actually get a further 15% research, which then compounds with the Inquiring Mind. So what I would have done is not taken as many of these, and then taken these earlier. So I spent probably about 2 hours trying to retcon my choices, essentially, and undo the skill choices. Couldn't do it. All you can do is add skills. So I have added 5 points, because that's roughly where I thought I would change here. So we're going to be slightly overpowered, not hugely I don't think, and we're going to be taking these ones instead. So we're going to take Ancient Bloodline, we're going to put 2 into Elite Enforcer, and then 2 into Fire Support. Runesmiths I haven't really fallen for particularly. So that's going to increase the number of those guys that we can actually recruit. So if we grab this and go somewhere which actually has Thane, we now have 2 of 4 Thanes rather than the 2 of 2 as we had previously. Furthermore, any Thanes that we would have conceivably have recruited would be a higher level. And we did just recruit 2 Thanes, so I have also bumped up their level to be appropriate. So you have gained a couple of skills, as has the other one, who I think was Fenris? Don't remember. So you've been training up Authoritarian. Why have you been training Authoritarian? Oh, did I think that increases public order? I probably thought that was increasing public order. Hopefully I've not done that for... No, it wasn't Fenris. I'll have to find him. Siege holdout, not great. Recruitment cost, not great. Patrol ambusher. That would have been better because it's just a block amount of damage you do to an enemy. Why did I take Authoritarian? Yeah, I must have thought it increases public order. Martial increases public order. Authoritarian does not. It reduces it for other people. Mistake! Anyway, I have got 3 points that I can spend on something. Do we really want to get to these? Wound recovery, reduction and that, training. Grants experience per turn to units serving in the parent army. No, I think I'm just going to beef up your own combat ability. So we're going to give you armor, and that seems appropriate. There was Nimunda, that was it. Please tell me I haven't gone for authoritarian. I haven't. So you're a more direct attack type of lord. So we've taken the patrol ambush, which sounds a hell of a lot more reasonable. Oh, I was trying to get to champion. That's what I was doing. Because I wanted the assassinate bonus. Now I remember. So I need 1 more point in this group somewhere. So we can take inspirational, which is recruitment cost reduction. Defender, which is the siege holdout. Or discourage. I think I'm actually going to take inspirational and then champion. In fact, you know what? That was kind of a big mistake. So I'm just going to reload the reload. It'll take 2 minutes. And we'll do that. Okay, good. So what else do we need to do? I don't think anything. We just need to start our armies shifting into positions that they are ready to see off the chaos threat. Huzzah. Right, let's just grab a bit more tea. While things are loading anyway. And a bit of downtime. Put that there. So on Tuesday I was playing as the Norska. I'm quite impressed with them. I will probably start uploading that series on YouTube as well if you missed it, so you'll be able to catch it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably already up there because we are a fair ways ahead of time with the dwarves. Right, let's do that again. So Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Onward! I just need to give you that, that, and that. Done. And then, like, unfortunately I can't retcon, so I've screwed up with the public order on Poznik. I'm just going to have to deal with that. I can, however, start taking inspirational instead, and then taking champion. Boom. And that's why it's kind of important. Then here, inspirational and champion. Boom. We have now got 2 assassins, so we can really use them to hunt down the chaos agents. That's the main reason that I wanted them. So, Nimunda here, for example, can target him and assassinate. Our assassination chance is now 3%. Positive outcome of only 13%. That's kind of terrible.
He will die by my axe.
Oh, I won't do it this turn. Never mind. Is this moving slow? I feel like my computer's been lagging awfully recently. I have no idea why. It was doing that during the Hearts of Iron recording earlier. I'm just going to close a couple of tabs, see if that fixes anything. It probably will. Oh. What's that? No, I don't want to close those. Don't want to close those. Alright, hopefully that's going to help, because that's my main tabs gone. Memory is still very, very high. Well, hopefully it's a little more steady. Steady! Right. I usually end these at the end of the turn, so I think we can probably go ahead and end turn. Let's see what Chaos has got in for us. Alright. My lord's moving through the... Oh, there. Yes, these are the Chaos heroes. And they'll be spreading Chaos corruption, most likely, which is why I want to kill them off. Plus, they are a really annoying source of grudges. That's another reason to get them killed off. I'm really hoping that Empire decides to move into those towns that I've freed up for them. So there's a whole bunch of Norskins attacking us there in the south. Who are those guys? Oathstones. By standing atop an Oathstone, follower's resolve is increased, ensuring a champion's foes can find him in the scrum. Grudge issued. Northern Raiders grudge. We need to defeat Gunda of the Bjornlings. And we get the Chaos Conflict reward, which gives us 16 extra leadership when fighting against Chaos and Norska. That's pretty good. And also raise the banners for beating Fellman, which is leadership for all units and recruitment cost reduction. That's also pretty good. Because they are raiding us there in the south. Alright, new technology. Retainers' vows. That means another hero recruit rank for Thanes. So I could hold off recruiting my next 2 Thanes for another 4 turns. And they will be a level higher. You know what? That actually sounds like a rather good plan. Let's do that. 4 turns. I can do that. Quatty.
Can I help you?
Where are you? You are currently in Barrack Var. There are no enemies here as far as I am aware. I was hoping I could have it display enemy banners too, but I don't think I can. Can I? I must be able to, surely. Grudges and quests, those are my factions. That's the strategic overview. Okay, this shows where the enemy armies are. So I have 2 armies there, and they have 3 of them down here. Galbaraz is probably where they are going to try and attack. So we'll need to see if we can deal with that. I'm just going to restart the stream a second. I'll be back, don't go anywhere. Right. Okay, so I need you to go and fight these guys. You should be able to deal them, no problem, on your own. They are basically dead. They took a pounding. They are completely fail. I think we're going to go to Galbaraz just because I don't want them burning it down. So they might go for Ugrul. We'll see. I kind of want my 2 armies close. And then we'll use you to hunt them down. We're attacking Bjornling. This is Gondar, which is one of the ones that we needed to defeat. Marauders, Horsemen, Norscan Warhounds, and Trolls. So having played as Norska, I can actually... I have a decent idea of how strong these guys are. So that is definitely a benefit. So the Norscan Warhounds are very, very strong, primarily because they're just really freaking fast. The Marauder Horsemen are annoyingly useful skirmishers, and they have Vanguard, though it doesn't seem like the enemy really uses them. But we are the Dwarves, we are very good at just creating a very rigid line and then holding it against all comers. That's swampy. We are attacking them, so we are going to have to be on the offensive. So we shall be. I'm just going to keep miners here kind of at the back. You're armor piercing, but Norska don't tend to have very many armored units. What they do have is an annoying tendency to try and flank us. So I think I'm going to do 1 Thunderer, 1 Crossbow on one side, 1 Thunderer, 1 Crossbow on t'other. I'll stick you over there. And then we want the Longbeards in the centre, just because they are very good at holding their position. We'll go fairly deep. Norska are good at charging. Have you sit in the centre there. We'll put 4 warriors on the right. And 3 on the left. Something like that. Catapult can go here. Grudge thrower, sorry. You can stay there. You know what? I think that's fine. Start the battle. Pause. Right, Grudge thrower. You are already in range, so this is actually going to provoke them to attack us. I would like you, I guess, to shoot the Marauders. We don't have any really good targets here. We'll shoot the Marauders. So I don't think we can really hit the Trolls, and it's the Trolls that are the most likely to do the damage.
Bring them down.
And go the shots. Hey Lozman! How's the UK these days? It's... I have no idea. I haven't actually been outside today. I've been recording literally all day. Ever since I got up, I've just been on the computer recording. Busy day. It's because we were doing the Fallen Titan series. So it is actually very likely that their cavalry is going to try and countercharge us. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick you guys behind the line there and have you actually, whoops, on the edge, like so. And then likewise I'm going to do the same over here. So I'm going to have you actually behind the line because you can shoot over the heads. Then the Thunderers here at the front. Norway is very, very wet. I would expect Norway to be very, very wet. If it wasn't very, very wet, I'd be a little bit worried. Are you guys shooting? You're not shooting. Why are you not shooting? Shoot them. I'm actually a little more concerned about the hounds than anything else. Is you lot shooting? You lot shooting? Yeah, we'll take those guys out really easily, actually. Because they're skirmishers. I'm not expecting them to charge me. These guys, however, will.
We will have vengeance. Warriors. Warriors.
They're running. Perfect. Where are the other hounds? Oh, we forced them away already. Seriously? Fire at them. Yeah. Haha! They charge at us and then we force them to run. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. Fantastic. Right, you guys keep shooting at them. They are being forced to run. Marvellous! Alright, boss man, let's get you involved. And them. Let's put them in there. Let's have you attack them. And then, screw it. We'll bring in the miners to attack the trolls. See if that armor piercing helps at all. You can form up over here. Right, catapult, shoot at them. Quarrelers. Thunderers, go after them. They're moving that way. Okay, let's move you here. You guys shoot them. Ooh. That wasn't fun. Bloody wizards. Though I should be pretty, not exactly immune to magic, but certainly rather resistant to it. Oh, you come back. Well, turn around, aim, and fire. Yeah, there's no way you were going to hold up against that. GG. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this went. Right, let's get you guys back in that line. Especially as boss man. Come over here and deal with them. Let's just throw troops at them. That was a spell they were casting. I can't get out of it though. That's actually a really annoyingly powerful spell. Whoa, hello. There we go, victory is ours. Do I want to try and kill them? I think I probably do. Otherwise they'll just run. And I have to kill them again. Fortunately I don't have any rangers in this army, so there's nothing I can really chase them down with. Ah, it'll do. Decisive victory! Of course it was. I lost 9 men. Oh yeah, I would call that decisive. I would definitely call that decisive. Thunderer's got 67 kills. Catapult only got 28. That's remarkably few. Well, I guess they didn't really have any big blocks of units for him to shoot at. So it's not that surprising, I guess. Okay. Victory. Got some loot. Nothing like the amount of loot you get in Norska. You're getting like 1,000 plus with them. It's crazy. So we can get the leadership for 5 turns, or we can get money, but we have a casualty replenishment. This is only actually for 1 turn. Do we need money? We're going to be hiring some Thanes, and they're 1,500 each. They're not cheap, and I'm having to raise more troops to deal with chaos. I'd say no. Alright, grudge successful. We have got the chaos conflict for 3 turns. We've also got the sword of battle. And a stonemason.
For the wisdom of Valea.
So that's fine. You were actually using the berserker sword. Does anyone have no sword? It looks like everyone is. Ooh, no, you weren't. Nimunda, you are not currently armed. So we can give you a sword of battle, sword of slaying, the giant blade. Oh no, giant blade's being used. I'll give you the sword of swift slaying. Cool. Right, Nimunda, I'm not... No, not Nimunda. Funro, I'm not done with you. You're also leveled up. You are currently being leveled up as a fire typey person, fighty person. I didn't use any of your abilities in that battle. Right, Deadly Onslaught needs 1 more skill in this, so we can get Woundmaker, which is more weapon strength. I like the sound of that. Let's just go over here and just finish them off. We're just going to auto-resolve this, only 3 units there. Squish! And... leadership. Got more money that time. That's weird. Gondor's gone. He dead.
Ready. Time for a reckoning. One rag.
Alright, so you're going to block access through here for him. So these 2 are likely to try and go this way. So, yeah, you'll be kind of behind my lines. Hopefully I'll be able to catch you up, though. Alright, who's next? Querty. You're still up here. Oh, there is a bad guy. What are these? Crooked Moon. So Belagar is over there. That's you guys. You're actually probably going off to Grimhold. Well, it is the opportunity for a free territory, essentially. It is cut off, though. But they are Dwarven. So once I confederate these guys, I would be able to get them. And I am not currently confederating, but that's mostly because I have serious public order issues. So, part of the question is, where the hell were you going in the first place? You're kind of facing that way. I have a feeling you were fighting the Border Princes.
Setting off.
Are you over there?
Ready.
Fenris, what were you doing? Fenris, you were probably recruiting, actually. And you don't have any rangers. I mean, the Peak 8 Guard, I think I want to actually save for the boss man if I can. This is a very strong army already. I think I'm just going to send you away as is. I suspect that you'll need to go north. Now the question is, do we want to go this way or through this way? I think probably this way. Except that's going to be attrition through bad people. But I think we will actually move faster going this way. Because we can always use the underground tunnels.
What?
Alright, Weldon, you have taken some damage. There was clearly some battle going on here. Oh, this was the end of the vampires. That's why Thorgrim's here too. Thorgrim is definitely on his way back to Karazakarak for more troops. So I think I'm going to set you camp. I'm going to force march you all, just so we can get some distance going here. And your army is not actually too shabby. So I think we're going to send you off to the north. The question is, am I going to be suffering attrition coming through this territory? Nope. So we're here to bolster the Empire if we need to. Okay, Banro, we know where you are. Wade Benedict. You are my public order guy. How are we doing for public order? It's increasing everywhere except for Rib Peaks, which is this area. I think that's where you were on your way to. Because if we have a garrison presence, then we get more public order. So, Gumbad and Grom Peak, which is even further up that way. It's over there. So yeah, that is exactly where you are off to. Get you here, and we should start seeing a bit of an increase. Corruption is the main negative. Okay. Right, next up, we have got Lozman,
The wisdom of Valea.
who is way behind friendly lines, but has probably one of the strongest armies.